US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has wrapped up his visit to Israel, delivering a message aimed at ending the ongoing conflict in Gaza. Blinken announced that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has agreed to a bridging proposal for a ceasefire meant to address the disputes between Israel and Hamas. However, Hamas has rejected this proposal. They accuse the US of merely buying time for Israel's military actions in Gaza. So, what's in this latest proposal? First, on the terms of the ceasefire, Israel is not looking for a permanent halt. Netanyahu wants to keep the option to resume attacks until Israeli captives are freed and Hamas is fully eliminated. Now, this condition contradicts earlier discussions, and Netanyahu's defense officials have admitted themselves that the goal of fully destroying Hamas is unrealistic. On the other hand, Hamas is demanding the withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, including the Philadelphia Corridor, which is the land separating Gaza from Egypt. But Netanyahu insists on keeping troops there for alleged security reasons. Now, Blinken has attempted to convince Netanyahu to soften this condition, which Egypt also opposes, by suggesting a minimal troop presence in the Philadelphia Corridor. Regarding the right to return, Israel wants to screen Palestinians before letting them return home, which Palestinians see as a way to prevent families from going back to their original areas. Hamas argues for unrestricted movement and the withdrawal of Israeli forces to ensure safety. The right to return is a highly sensitive issue for Palestinians who have faced repeated displacement since Israel's creation in 1948. During that time, about 750,000 Palestinians were displaced, an event referred to as the Nakba or catastrophe. Today, around 70% of Gaza's population are descendants of those who fled during the Nakba. Netanyahu's new conditions are complicating the ceasefire deal and the exchange of Israeli captives. Hamas insists on a deal that includes the withdrawal of Israeli troops before they will release captives. The longer this process takes, the more at risk Israeli hostages are due to ongoing bombing. Time is critical as Palestinians in Gaza continue to suffer from the effects of Israel's ongoing military campaign, which many critics describe as a form of collective punishment. Gaza is also experiencing severe shortages of food and medical aid. The US and international agencies have called on Israel to increase aid. The International Court of Justice issued a binding order for Israel to do so back in January, but Israel has frequently ignored these calls. Hamas has accused Israel and the US of using starvation and food denial as a political tactic against Gaza's civilians.